Yes, people, welcome back to the Graft Kings podcast. We are back in Moomoo's, Kent's hottest nightclub. And today, we are joined by someone that many of you boys might know, Sienna Day.
Oh, thank you for the introduction.
No, that's fine. I know you didn't want to do the introduction yourself.
Didn't want to do it at all.
Sienna is a...
Yeah, let Sienna introduce
Let me
herself.
start. Official title.
She said she didn't want to. Go on, take the floor. Tell us what you do.
Yeah. Page 32, boys. Page 32.
Ignore him.
We thought, actually, I'll tell you what, there's a bit of history, a tiny bit of history. I was in Tulum
Yeah.
for New
I wish
Year,
we met then.
and we were messaging over DM, and I invited you to come to our villa. You was in Playa de Carmen.
Yeah.
This is before the pod
It
even
was
started.
quite a chilled holiday, that one. You were trying to crook me.
Yeah, I know, I was. I was like, why don't you come down to our
He
villa?
was saying you was bang on it.
She was. She did. She said.
Yeah, I
she,
was
was.
like, I'm going to come. Then I realised I had to fly. I was like, yeah, scrap that.
She said, I would love to, but I'm flying home the next day or something
wow.
like that. Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's no time like the present, guys.
I know, perfect.
Exactly.
Blow bang after.
Anyway, close the cameras. You're ready.
Right. So yeah, I vaguely knew Sienna since December. This is before the pod even started, by the way, guys.
That was our only conversation.
That was our only conversation. And then we ran into each other. You basically at our villa in Ibiza, in our Ibiza trip that's just gone
It
live.
was good fun, wasn't it?
It was good
I
fun.
seen you with no clothes on. I'm a little boy, girl, may I add?
Oh, wow.
Wave anyway. Yeah,
We're good today. Must go.
we're gonna.
Ash, keep that in.
Keep that in. Keep that in. You're keeping that in. You're keeping that in, bro. Do not edit that out.
Maybe we just have to give it
Yeah,
a quick
bleep.
beep.
Yeah, quick bleep.
Little polish.
Just a polish.
And not all of us are used to having our private life exposed to the world to see. So yeah, so I respect my privacy. Yeah.
It's liberating. I think you should join the dark side. You're OF.
No, not me. I've been asked to do IF a few times actually. Yeah, but it's always by gay guys. So I don't know. If...
Would you do would any of you do POV for girls OnlyFans?
Yeah, definitely.
I've been asked to.
I've been asked
I've
to. No.
contemplated it massively.
Love it. I reckon you would, but you're not saying. What about you two?
I probably would.
Yeah.
I probably would.
Everyone would. Every guy
Yeah.
would. They're just like, don't get me face. It's like, no one's to see
I would if it was
Yeah, I don't need my face.
not online. I don't. What online? So that's going on after. I don't know if I
Yeah,
want
but you
that.
can't see your head. Just the penis. Little suck.
Yeah, it's just your boy.
Little tug.
Just your boy.
Unless you've got like
get his
tattoos and
end away.
stuff.
Yeah, but
it
who's
might be
watching
a
it?
debate. That's the
Why do you
only
care?
reason.
Why don't you care who's watching it?
Fans are watching it.
No,
Your bros, your online bros.
I gave this a lot of contemplation. Do you know what? I actually started an OnlyFans account in Dubai, and
No,
then
you
I
didn't.
swear mum's life, but never activated it. Never turned it on. Nothing.
What was your
What,
thought
to sell
process in
nudes or
that?
buy them?
Look, to obviously sell shit, not to buy shit.
How did you come to that
God.
conclusion?
Oh,
To create your own account?
Yeah, I created my own account to
Oh, wow.
actually post on it, but I wasn't going to do like sex and stuff on it.
Feet
I was,
pics.
Some
I was,
I swear
yeah,
some
feet,
guys
I was going to sell feet pics.
don't some guys do it, but they just have
Gym.
other girls doing
No,
stuff.
I was
on
going to
there.
do. I was going to do gym activity on it.
That Tarzan guy does it, and I don't think he. Yeah, you know that.
I think he posts with his bird, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. He
I
posts
think his
with his
bird's an
bird.
OF
Hello,
bird.
Tarzan. Do you know him?
You
No,
do.
he's-
You know him, see him.
He's
You
with
know
all
him, see
the
him.
Lift your mic up.
with all those animals
Don't
and
need
stuff
to.
like and reptiles. He's like you.
Oh,
that
he's a
black
reptile guy.
Yeah, that
Oh, no, that was
black
when you
black guy
spoke
that
about
just is with loads of animals and like.
Oh my God, I know him. Yeah, with
him.
tigers.
He has one.
What?
He has one. Yeah.
Roots.
Yeah, I think so. I think he's got a big old boy. I think
Really?
big old-
His missus
Bruh.
does it. His missus does it.
He puts up little snippets so you can tell he's got a hyphen down there. Like, do you know what I mean?
Say no more.
That's
Watch
why-
his Twitter. Twitter to give you little previews.
Twitter is
Twitter's
uncensored.
filthy.
Twitter's
No,
wild.
X. It's called X, though, isn't it?
Twitter's wild.
Isn't it? Are you on Twitter?
Maybe.
Who wants to know?
What's your Twitter like?
Outrageous.
Is it?
I put full porn on there. Just 3 seconds a shot, though.
Really?
But there's like
I know
1,000
what I'm doing
shots.
tonight. I know where I'll be.
I give my little previews, like, you know, like the Netflix
Yeah.
trailers, but like on Twitter.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I've got a question. So obviously you're in the industry, so you've obviously cracked on with few types of guys, different types of looks.
Yeah.
What is actually your type?
Oh, do you know what? I have quite a varied type. I do usually like them to be in shape,
Okay.
a little bit toxic, a little bit of a cunt.
Gemini?
Gemini. But you know, I'm open to all sorts. I like a big penis, but I can work with anything 6 inch and above.
Okay.
Yeah. That's it, really.
Clear.
That's it. How about the vibe, innit?
You're nearly there. You're nearly there.
I'm there.
Do content or not?
What's that?
Did you see you do content or not? POV?
No.
it's
I've
not-
contemplated it, but I don't. These lot have seen
How
some of my
far-
stuff.
When you do it?
I don't know. It depends on a person. Like I've
What you doing
contemplated
tonight?
it. I mean, listen, I ain't got the blues with me, but we can give it a go.
We can get 'em.
I could give it a go.
We can get the same boots now, non-prescription.
Oh, you can do.
You're in Maidstone, bro. We can sort you out some blue
No
pills.
problem.
All right.
Okay, well, you might see a little bit of content later, guys. 2 times.
Subscribe
Yeah, literally.
on Twitter.
Do you touching on that with your type? Do you struggle to date because of the?
No,
Work
do you know
you're
what?
in.
You get dates, but like having healthy dates and healthy relationships is a little bit difficult. But I'm a little bit toxic too, but I'm in therapy. It's not
Okay.
going great, I'm not going to lie. Might stop it. It's quite exhausting.
What therapy is?
Yeah.
What's the
There's
therapy for? What's it for?
Do you know, just to better yourself? They just ask you all sorts of crap and you're like, God, this is draining.
Like what? What they ask
Yeah,
you?
yeah.
Can't divulge into that personal life.
See
It's
this.
fun.
See this as a therapy session,
No, they'll just be like, what's going on in your life this week? Blah, blah, blah.
and
How's your dating life?
non-existent.
Really?
No, it's,
That's a lie. I heard about the weekend. That counts as dating.
That's it. I tell you, it's not non-existent. I do dabble within it, but I don't like dating too much. To be
What,
honest.
you? Somebody's got a girlfriend?
No.
Ah.
Used to be a
We
serial
couldn't have one
dater,
in,
never
in
again.
this at the minute. I just
Yeah.
Really?
couldn't, no.
Why?
Life,
Tell me why.
life just wouldn't allow it.
Hmm.
Life just wouldn't allow it. Too busy, too active, too like.
Do you
We
like
haven't got the
shagging loads
time.
with girls?
It's not even. Do you know what? It's not even that, right? It actually is not that. It's just that, like, being a politician here. Right? It's not. No, it's not that. It's.
Girls love fuckboys. Don't worry about it.
It's not.
Yeah, Merc.
I'm not even denying it, right?
me out.
It's the fact that our lives are thousands. A girl requires a lot of your attention, yeah, and wants you a lot of the time. We just ain't got that. Like, I think we'd be selfish to say to a bird, "Yeah, I can do that for you right now," and
Yeah.
then not being able to do it. Like, we'd be chatting shit to him if we were to say that.
Agreed.
You're
So
basically saints. You're just helping.
I know.
Helping all the
I know.
women.
Too right.
We're trying not to break a girl's heart. That's what we're trying to do.
God, congrats, guys. I thank you on behalf of women everywhere.
Are you dating anyone at the moment?
Am I dating anyone at the minute? No.
Can you move in a tiny bit? Because otherwise you look like a
If-
Smurf on the video.
If you do, is it normally with from someone from the industry as well? Or do you
No,
get guys out?
no, definitely not. I don't know what my boyfriend shag people.
Yeah, I know, but like I'm just trying to think, like, as the type of guys
No,
that you know,
I
they
don't
okay
really.
with it, or-
I've never dated anyone in the industry. Just nah, it doesn't appeal to me. I
And
know
then-
that's quite hypocritical.
and they're not
But
jealous
no.
or nothing, like the types of guys.
Do you know
that
what it is? The guys I usually get with do usually have a small porn addiction, and then they end up liking watching you get tag teamed by other men. That's just coincidental. I don't
Wow.
seek that out. Yeah,
That's interesting.
especially
That.
if they're having a bit of a late one.
I'll start scrapping if someone's chopping
My
my
ex
missus.
would sit in the living room, mortal, looking off to me while I was in bed.
What the fuck?
Why? Because like the fantasy.
But you're upstairs.
And I don't have 2 men in me in the bedroom. So you're like watching me with like multiple guys.
I'm sorry. What? Say that again.
So he would be in the living room,
Yeah.
jerking his,
Yeah.
and I'd be on the big TV
Yeah.
with like multiple men, and
Yeah.
he'd be masturbating. I think I've already said that.
Wow.
But
Huh?
I'd be asleep.
How have we got to this point?
We're like 7 minutes in. It's gone too
It's
far.
brilliant. No. More of this, please. That's great. I like
I'll
like
see
it.
you little clips. I'm like, fuck, what am I saying?
That's fine. We'll make sure we don't make you look bad. No, we won't. We won't. Promise. We're good guys.
What is like your ideal first date then? Since we're on that subject, I'm just like trying to.
Do you know what it is? This is a little bit controversial, right? But I prefer to be very low key with someone at first. Like, I don't want to go marching around with someone in case they're a bit of a fucking weirdo, and then you've been out
Yeah.
and about dating them in public, and they turn out to be.
Well, not even
Fred
that. Like,
West or something.
we've gone on the presumption here that you actually want. Like, do you want a boyfriend, or are you happy being single? For the
No,
time being?
I've had a boyfriend now from, well, hold on, what year were we in? 2003? 2009,
2023.
2021, and then 2022 was a little bit rocky. So I want to be single for a little bit now.
Yeah.
To get loads of content in, because it's hard. They have
Yeah.
to do content with you, or then when you have a little break, you've got to go on a rampage, get as many as possible. Be like, sorry.
I mean, we're content
about that one.
machines now, aren't we? Podcast.
we are content machines now.
Are
Yeah.
you? Wow.
Yeah,
How
we
many
are.
minutes do you average ago?
Well, depends on the.
Depends how much I've had a drink.
occasion.
Really?
No, that depends.
What's the
man.
longest you've ever gone for? I love quick
Oh, good
spunkers.
40, 45. I've gone for a good 40, 45 minutes. Yeah.
What,
Fucking hell.
straight
man.
or
Yeah.
just like throughout?
Straight or break?
When you say what, an actual stop, as in have a cup of tea?
No, not a cup of tea. Like,
Tea.
like where you roll on your back. Like, give me a sec. We can go
Yeah.
again.
It's
Like,
A glass of
No,
water.
but I've gone, bruv. I've gone for some time.
You look
Yeah,
the
that's what I'm
type.
saying.
You look the type to go hours.
I've gone
Do
for
my
some
head in.
time, bro. And I'm like, to the point where I'm absolutely fucking dripping in sweat, bruv.
You can
I'm
hear the
like,
birds chirp.
so much, bruv.
You can hear the birds chirping outside. You
Yeah,
can fucking hear them.
Dripping, bruv. Like, literally, feels like I've had a bath, bruv. I'm like, fucking hell,
Well,
bro.
what
Birds
day
says,
it
you are
is-
dripping in sweat, mate. So I'm like,
A
yeah, I
bath-
know.
a bath halfway through.
No. Like, I feel like I've just had a bath. I'm dripping in sweat. So
Don't know
then
what
you got to go and
time
have a
it
shower
is,
afterwards.
What day of the week it is.
do you not like long sessions then?
Nah, I prefer quick and often, like interval shagging. I love quick spunkers. It's a bit of a turn on, like the rush. Are you a quick spunker?
Depends what day it is.
Really?
Yeah.
The thing is, the problem with
Thursdays
is that
work out.
No,
first
not like
spunk,
that. If
that
it-
first spunk is always against you. Trust me. Like if you've not maybe had a previously,
That's what I meant. Yeah, depends
like
what day it is.
that first spunk. It depends if you're proper in that mood,
brother.
and all of a sudden when you're just in it, and all of a sudden you're like, no,
So
no,
if
no,
you
no,
was-
not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet, not yet,
If
not
you're
yet.
going to have a bird, right, would you have a tactical wank beforehand, like the in between?
No.
No, I used to, and it
Oh,
always
man.
I
messes
had
me
one
up.
like 2-3 days before, maybe. Max.
2 or 3 days
I-
before.
I don't like having a tug before like
You must
3
be very
days before
organised.
meeting someone.
You want me? I want
I
meter.
like to build it up.
I want meter. If I
Post-nut
do a
clarity.
tactical tug, I just go, you know what? I'm just going to sit indoors now, just
As
chill.
we said, post-night clarity.
Yeah,
Yeah,
post that
yeah.
clarity. I always do it.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this. We're on about the holly thing. You still on your break? How's that going? Talk to me.
Not good since the weekend.
Really. How
No,
many?
it's not looking good, bruv.
What do you search?
I don't know, mate.
Yes, you do. You don't want to say. 'cause
I
it's
don't know,
ropey.
it just depends, really. Like, I mean, if I'm
What's the
talking
worst
to someone,
thing
then
you've
I
ever
might.
whacked off to?
The
Your
worst-
most shameful wank. I want to hear it, guys.
This is on the internet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
remember
Most
that?
shameful legal
Just
wank.
normal missionary. Just normal.
Remember that OAP one you used to search?
What?
Grandpa does
Listen,
tea.
mate, this is a mirror of yourself, mate. Don't chat. If you want to talk about yourself, what you look for, that's fine.
I want to hear all of them. What's your most shameful?
Yeah, go on, yo.
I know what
Guys,
mine
it's
is.
Open, comfortable space.
It is very open, comfortable space, but I understand the internet's permanent. So
Damn it.
I will refrain from answering that question. Next question, please.
You
Matt.
answer it. You've got no shame.
What's up? What do you want to know from me?
Your most shameful wank.
I'm not even into that fucking weird shit.
I'm not into weird
I'm not
shit.
into weird.
Yeah.
I actually ain't into weird shit.
What do you like? What do you go to?
What's my go-to?
Girl next door.
Don't know. No. No, do you know what? Sometimes like a little weakness. Sometimes like a little college party.
Oh,
What about you, Mert?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you know
Fucking
why?
quiet,
Because it
you're
ain't a
in there.
proper.
dark
You know
and
why?
mysterious.
'Cause-
You're
oh, I
the
nearly
hard
said
dog.
something then. Whoa, that was close. Because it ain't like a proper setup. It's just like us lot on our phones. Do you know what I mean? It's just. Do you know what I'm saying?
I
It's-
hate them.
It's,
You like your
it's
homemade
reality.
sex tape?
It's reality, huh?
your homemade sex tapes.
Yes, yes. Reality is better than
Amateur. That's why OnlyFans is so big. Because
Amateur,
people
yeah?
want to see real
Who are you
sex.
calling amateur, bruv? So
Ooh,
you can call me. So you
confidence.
can call me amateur. To be fair.
Do you watch porn as well?
No,
You
I
don't?
don't. I like imagination. I like to wank over people I know.
His face.
No, I was
I
just
feel like that's
no, my
me
mind went
today.
somewhere else. I was actually gonna say I saw today, and I feel like it makes sense. Like,
And you know
But like-
as well. So I'm like,
and Instagram, they're saying it's two flips of a coin. Like, Instagram is somewhere women can get attention from men, and porn is where guys can get the same type of attention, but from like, I'm not saying it correctly, but
Just stop. We have to stop saying the word.
corn.
Yeah, we have to, because our last video didn't get monetized because of this.
Didn't we like beep it out?
No.
Did we say?
Yeah, we said loads of words.
All right, let's
corn.
Call it corn. Corn.
But they're saying corn for men and Instagram is two flips of the coin, right? So Instagram is a place where women can get attention from guys, essentially, and corn sites is where essentially guys can
They
get
can
it.
both be a bit bad, can't
So-
they? A bit toxic. Too much of it.
What's that?
Both. If you get too much of it, it can be a bit
That's
toxic.
what I'm saying. It can be. Well, they're saying it's like two flips of the coin. I don't know if you lot would agree, but
How would you feel if I said corn is rotting young boys' minds?
Yeah, I could agree to some extent because they're learning bad habits. Like that's not realistic. How we're having. Can I say sex?
Yeah.
How we're having sex on camera it's not realistically. We're like open up to it. We're going. Porn is visual. It's so the male can have an orgasm or the female. It's not how so sex is enjoyable. Do you know what I mean? It's men are visual creatures that like to.
Do you think because of how widely accessible it is, it's desensitizing men and then causing problems in the bedroom and having proper sexual relationships with their partner?
Yeah, I think it could. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. On that, Sienna, in your honest, I know you'll be honest. What do you honestly feel like the pros and cons are about the industry for like people that are just normal people?
Pros are money and financial freedom and general time freedom. Cons, to be honest with you, there's a lot more cons. It's a very tough industry. You're going to struggle with relationships. You're going to get a lot of prejudice. There's more cons than pros, if I'm being honest.
Wow. Okay.
But if you can make good money and you can have a thick skin and you can have the time, then do it. But I actually wouldn't recommend someone to do it because it's just hard work. And it's changed out so competitive now, especially with OnlyFans.
Yeah.
It's really hard to make good money. So girls will think they can go on and make like hundreds, and even if you make thousands in your first few months for being a new girl, eventually, or guy, you will have to do harder and harder levels because there's only so many times someone's going to pay $100, $200 for a tit pic. Eventually, they're going to want to see you getting rattled.
Right, yeah, fair enough. Could you not take what you do on the adult sites, like the proper adult sites, into like sites like OF? They're basically the same, no? Or
Yeah.
Like...
So my OF content will just be my homemade tapes.
Right, fine.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So that's why you've got to do new content all the time, especially someone like me, a seasoned performer, shall we say, with millions of views on frig knows how many friggin' videos. It's a little bit harder because men can just go and then see me all over the internet.
Right,
so I need to make it a little bit different to like entice them in.
Yes, people, thank you for making it this far into the podcast. I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you wouldn't mind just hitting that subscribe button, it would mean the world to us.
So what is different between your OF and the standard sites?
Well, it's like selling the story of like making the guys a little bit more realistic.
Okay, fine.
Hung guys with 20-inch rattling you next week. Maybe just a little 3-minute 6-incher.
Banging.
Yeah.
Would you would you have sex with a fan? For your OnlyFans?
Yeah, if I fancied him, yeah, I would. If a guy was like, love your stuff, let's shoot, and I was like, you look nice, then yeah, I would.
Heard it here first, boys.
Yeah.
Heard it here first.
Hit me up.
Do you have any plans to kind of leave the industry?
But don't say that in my DMs.
Do you have any plans to leave the industry, or like is this kind of you?
Well, I
for the
bloody
time
hope
being?
so. Jesus, I can't be like age 80 still going at it. I would like to be finished within the next 5 years. You know, when you
Really?
start, I started like 22 and I was like, couple of years and I'm out. Couple of years go by, like max 5 years go out. You're like 7. I'm 10 years deep now, and I'm like, right, one day.
What kept you in though, Sienna? What kept you in? Was it the money,
well,
the lifestyle?
OnlyFans has come around, and it's just like blew your earnings up. But if you know you can earn like tens of thousands per month and work from home,
it's a no-brainer.
Why would you stop? Because even if you have other interests and avenues of work, no one's going to turn that money down. What you're going to turn out a certain amount of money just because it's deemed wrong to the public.
Yeah, sure. So what? Out of interest, just going back to what you said just now in terms of you wouldn't recommend it. Honestly, why wouldn't you recommend it to youngsters?
It's so bloody time consuming. Replying to messages, doing the customs, and it's service as well. It's service and it's performing, and you've got to be in your like role play every day. And sometimes you might not be in the mood, but then you might not hit like your daily or your weekly target. You have people wanting the custom videos, and you need to make sure you get that out to keep them happy.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what's like a typical day?
So wake up,
Yeah.
morning coffee, dawdle for about 2 hours, go to the gym, reply to my DMs like 9 till 3, do a little bit of sexing or decorating, go to the gym on my pole, my flexibility class, get back online, maybe some Skypes, bit of Netflix. Who knows?
Are you happy?
Yeah, I'm quite happy.
You seem happy.
Yeah.
How can you not recommend that life, what you just said there?
Because it's hard work. It is very hard
Wait,
work.
what would someone prefer, doing what you just said or going to a 9 to 5?
You what?
Trolled all the time. I troll them back a little bit.
Yeah, but I don't think you give a
I know, but it's very toxic and not everyone could handle it, I don't
Fine,
think. Some
okay.
people have more fragile minds.
Okay, cool.
What kind of trolling do you get?
Just ridiculous stuff like wizard sleep. So I comment back, I'm like, look at the state of you, mate. And you shouldn't do it. You should be the bigger person, but I can't help it. I think they need humbling. Do you know trolls? They secretly want your attention. And when you give them one joke, try and talk to you. Like, look at you spineless little bastard.
Oh, they love it.
They love it. They love you being mean.
Yeah, sometimes you've got to be silent, don't you?
Do you
Not
like
respond to
domination?
it. What's that?
It's like domination.
No.
Do we like
Are
domination?
you dominant or submissive?
I'm
Yeah, you
dominant.
I would say I'm dominant as well. I probably have a better time for knowing that I've done my job rather
Would
than...
you ever do strap on?
Oh,
No.
I didn't hear that. A what?
A strap on? No, that's
Was it let a bird?
crossing the
A
line.
little bod-
not.
no way.
Absolutely not.
No, I couldn't do that.
I'm not in it that. That's why I get asked all the time. You know when I do my Instagram Q&As, some of them, by the way, are absolutely outrageous. Some of them so bad I couldn't say any here because it's not even allowed in the world.
Do it and I can block it out if it's
No,
that bad.
you can't, honestly.
Okay, yeah, we got to cut that out.
That's what they're asking me on Instagram.
That's insane.
But another one is, would you peg? Do you like pegging men? I don't like pegging men. But some women love it. I don't mind being dominant. I've got this one guy, he's called Peter, and he just wants me to get on Skype. I don't even have to get naked. And just like, I'm too good for you, you little fucking jerk off junkie. Look at your little shrimp dick. His dick's actually nice size. It's ridiculous.
That's insane.
I know.
As with your experience with men, Sienna, especially from the exposure that you've got now, I suppose the adult industry isn't so much because there are proper men in that industry that do
Proper
the job,
men.
right?
Other
I'd like,
than-
well, I don't know. Maybe you can tell me otherwise, but
Get some white weirdos as well.
I can imagine. But like, from the experience that you have now with the chatting and what have you, does that put you off men?
No, I love men. I actually do love men.
Do you feel like the world needs men?
Yeah, I love him.
Good.
I like Andrew too. I do like him. I just shag him.
We love him, but we're gonna have to block that name out. I think for time
But
being.
yeah, he is number one.
He's number one.
Is he your idol?
Yeah, definitely.
No, I do. I love men. I don't see why people would hate on them.
You tell us.
That's just modern day
Do
feminism.
you get a
though.
lot of hate?
We have
No,
done.
we have
done.
certain
Do
things.
you get trolled on the
I get a lot of
podcast at
hate.
all?
Not really. It's
bit.
more from if we do get the odd comment, it's normally from someone with pronouns in their bio.
God,
Yeah, I know.
just block that as well.
Yeah, and and feminist. If it's anyone,
What have you ever said anything that's got you a little bit of stick on Instagram?
Everyone's looking at
Who
me.
said it? Were you the bad boy? What did you say?
No, I
I
just
personally don't think it's even
I
that
told,
bad.
I
it's
told a
not.
story, a catfish story, where I didn't react in the best of the way. I abandoned her and
Oh yeah,
in a
I
supermarket,
listened
yeah.
to that on your thingy. That wasn't that bad.
yeah. I mean,
See?
again, some people
You
took
showed
it as like the
catfish
worst.
people
of
as vicious.
Thank
There
you.
you go. This-
And it's misleading. It's false advertising. But you can sue.
Thank you very much. So you're seeing it from a man's perspective as well.
And
The
a
problem
woman.
is,
Imagine you went. I met a guy one time, and he was fucking hideous compared to his photos. I was like,
Yeah.
"We'll go for a milkshake and bye."
Do we look like our photos?
Yeah, he was gorgeous.
Thank
Oh,
you.
if you had to pick one of us, who would it be?
Sienna's with us.
Try
in-
pick one
She was with
that
us in a
is-
week in Ibiza. She knows exactly what we look like morning, noon, and night.
She looks like knows what we look like with our clothes on.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, she's seen
You
us all
definitely
naked.
used to come in when I just finished a scene with Elise. We'd done a jerk off instruction in the hot tub.
I definitely didn't know you was doing
Yeah.
that. Otherwise, I'd have been there. I'd have been in that hot tub with you.
Go on, pick one. Or,
Why pick one?
Should we pick
They're all
one or should we do
lovely.
snog, marry, avoid?
I don't know. I can't choose. It's impossible. I'd have to see a bit more.
You've
Would
seen
you-
enough.
Yeah,
Trousers.
you've seen enough. Come on.
I don't know. I can't
Snog,
choose.
marry, avoid.
Nah, I can't do it. I can't. Honestly, can't. I don't know enough about you. I need to see cocks, bodies,
Well,
a preview.
Right, we're
no.
completely interrupt this right
Oh, fair enough. Why won't you answer?
Oh yeah, who's got the nicest clothes? Let me see trainers. I do like sharper trainers as well, though. Yeah,
Don't
I
like what?
love guys that are well dressed. Yeah, that was on my thing to do on it.
it's the same for us though. We like
You're all
women that
quite
are
well dressed though.
as well.
What do you smell like? What do you scent? You're nice.
Don't know
Thank
what
you.
mine
Wrong.
Yeah, you smell. I should basically kissed you then.
is.
Oh, you all smell quite fit. Can't smell you too, but she smells
Yeah,
gorgeous.
so I
This
too
smells
far.
alright.
Thank you, son.
Does he smell the best? Yeah, you seem the vainest.
The vainest.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's true.
I'll say you dress the
and
nicest.
then you
You
second.
think?
Me second. Thank you.
I think
Yeah.
I'd say. As you know, you are the vainest.
Yeah,
Am
you're
I?
vain. Yeah, you
Yeah,
seem
you are.
mega
Why am I the
vain.
vainest?
You are. It's
I
not a bad thing. But I
It's
don't
not
think-
bad thing.
I don't think it's a bad thing.
People.
I talk shit about back it up. Back it up.
Back it up.
Back it up.
No, I don't think it's a bad thing if you're vain.
I'm just thinking, why am I though?
I don't think you're vain. You take the most
va-
time in your appearance. I
The
reckon.
vainest
You
and,
think?
and the most
I think
loose.
me and you are up there together, to be honest.
Most what?
The vainest and the most loose.
What's that? What do you mean?
Like, whoa, wild.
Loose bum.
Just up for anything.
I wouldn't say that's Mason.
You're quite loose, actually. I've seen you loose in action. Actually, you've been scrapped. You've took the medal.
I would agree.
You're a
with
little
that.
bit proud. You're a little bit
I'm not proud. This has only happened in the last few years. I wasn't this loose about 4 years ago. After the pandemic, I become a lot
Have
looser.
you got hazel eyes, Brown? Hazel eyed men are wild.
What is?
Hazel eyed men.
Oh, hazel eyes.
Yeah.
You have got nice eyes, to be fair, bro.
Thank you
They're,
for
they're
that.
just crazy. Every hazel eyed
I'm not
guy.
So do
crazy.
you, mate. Don't worry. I know you're looking at it. Oh, give me a compliment. So do you, bro.
You've all got gorgeous teeth. I'm loving all the teeth.
You're giving us a complex.
Do you know in Newcastle the guys will have what is it? Tan teeth. What's the teeth? What the third one be?
What in where?
Oh,
Sorry.
bro.
Like men in Newcastle love pride in appearance.
They never used to.
Teeth tan and
Nah, there is
tattoos,
sorts
isn't
of feral ones as
Hard
well.
nose.
Because I remember back in the day,
The,
the boys from up Newcastle didn't dress too well.
Oh no, they don't dress very well. Not a lot
No.
of them. Skinny jeans, all things, very low top.
the V-cut
What's your
tees.
top? What's your type? Sorry.
Our types.
Yeah.
Do you know what I was
women.
saying this to the boys? I can appreciate like a good-looking woman from different types of cultures. Like I can look at an Asian woman, Italian, Spanish, like from Europe, from the Middle East. Like I can appreciate a good-looking woman
Yeah.
from anywhere.
What about you?
It's that when
I like
yeah.
sun-kissed skin,
Oh, very specific.
brunette,
Yeah.
petite, nice teeth.
Yeah. Tits or ass?
Arse.
Yeah.
All day.
Yeah.
Really?
Arse over
It's
tits.
very in fashion, ass at the minute.
I love
I
arse.
can deal with small tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, so can I.
Small tits are in fashion, I think, you know.
Yeah, they are. Everyone loves small tits now. Everyone's got
Did
a
you just say
introduction.
arse as well?
Yeah.
100%.
What, you don't think I'm an arse man?
I've always heard you go on about boobs though.
Oh, I love arse, bro. I choose arse all day, every
He
day.
loves
Yeah.
arse.
Over
Gotta
everything.
clarify.
You say you chew ass?
Yeah, I do as well.
Do you?
out.
Do you like being raped?
Yes.
Again,
What did
internet.
you say?
The internet's permanent, so I will.
Off
No
topic
comment.
here.
With it. Everyone's been
Bro,
wrong
I
with
don't.
it.
I want to leave some things to the imagination. I've got one Monday.
Shut up. Just answer the question.
Ain't it, bro?
No, I'm not answering the question. You answer the
Yes,
question.
he does.
He does,
Did
exactly.
it first hand. Yes, he
Joe's
does.
the one that will have his legs up
You
like a
make
baby.
everything sound gay, man.
No, you make it sound like
No,
you
I'm
say
not. You have to word it better if you're going.
By women.
Yeah, thank you very much.
What's your type?
My type: blonde, blue eyes, fake tits,
Perfect.
banging.
Yeah.
It's not. To be fair,
For you, Fave.
it's always been blonde, but recently been chatting to a brunette.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
How's
kind
it going?
of
To a
swayed me.
brunette.
What about a blonde? It's like a little in between.
I don't really like it. One of
I'm
the
saying
other.
1 of
Plural.
16.
Me.
Big side.
What about you, Miss? What's your type?
Me. I've always said like I don't have one, but I tend to go back to the same sort.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it'd be like a Mediterranean type bird, like Italian, Greek type complex. Do you know what I mean? Quite short, long, thick, dark hair.
You two got nice feet.
Nice feet, like that.
You two
kind
got
of
the same type.
complexion. Little
Oh,
Italian
we
birds,
all
like
like
feet.
I love feet.
Oh, yeah. Oh well, there you
Yeah.
go.
I can love feet.
Everyone loves feet. It's the most popular fetish. It's not even a fetish,
It's
that.
not a fetish. It's not a fetish.
Yeah.
No, it's just
Don't you find it hard to like balance relationships out with what you're doing though, in respect of
Oh,
let's just say
100%.
intimacy?
Do you know, even when you get in a
By the time, yeah.
relationship, like everything, I'm lucky I always get with guys that like are in the gym, so like my gym life doesn't drop. But I even see it, my friends, seeing people get in relationships, everyone gets a little bit less motivated, a little bit
Yeah.
lazier, you know. You might order something or go out for something to eat rather than eating healthy. When you could be at home working, you're sat watching fucking Netflix with them, Tinder
Yeah.
swindler, blah, blah.
You become a little bit complacent.
Yeah, and you become like one person a bit, which is good, I think, if you can grow together, but it's also a little bit of a distraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
Exactly
Sienna,
why I'm
being
single.
in being in industry, yeah, like I won't speak for everybody, but like guys definitely find it harder because of the choice that there is out there today. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
so many gorgeous girls.
do you know what I mean? And vice versa for girls for guys, right? Guys are taking a lot more care of themselves now.
Because
No?
girls that do more like makeup, fillers, tweaks, enhancements. I mean, guys do a little bit, but not as much as women do.
Sure.
We can look completely different to what we naturally look like. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it can
true.
be so well done now. So everyone's like at least a 7 and above now.
So when it comes to
Is there any 3s no more?
when it comes to the sex life kind of things, from your experience, from where you're at in life, do you feel as though you potentially find it difficult to completely settle with just one individual?
No, I'd be fine, to be fair. I've experienced the delicacies of the world. I'm ready for one sausage now. Not quite now, but in the future. Couple of years.
Do you want kids?
Not yet.
So do you know what it is? I always used to think I want kids, but like I probably do want them, but I'd like to be retired from work. So at least by the time they're like 14, 15, my stuff's going to be like fucking vintage or whatever. But it will be an issue. You can't deny that it's not going to be an issue. And people are like, oh, well, other people's kids shouldn't bully. It's not realistic. They are going to bully. They are going to be little twats. And it's something to think about, really.
Have you thought about how you would deal with that if it ever
No,
came
not to be
about?
honest with you.
Do you kind of put it back of your mind?
No, not really. I was nowhere near getting fertilised. So it's like, are you thinking about 15 years down the line?
Yeah,
I've
very
done it
true.
now. I've made the decision. It's like, come to that bridge when I meet a guy that I want to get knocked up by.
Little question out of the box here. Do you think men and women can be friends?
Yeah, if the guy's ugly.
If one of them's ugly, it's sweet.
Yeah, it's true. If they're both fit and horny, nah.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's hard to find.
Or
passionate
if they've already
friends.
and then they've got out the system.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well,
think?
yeah,
Yeah.
1,000,000%. I'm friends with so many girls because of that.
Yeah.
Would you,
Yeah.
all right,
Every
so
girl
would
you're
you
talking,
be-
I'm going to be like, oh, well, he's a booking that.
if your missus had a guy mate that she slept with, would you be okay with
No,
it?
absolutely
That's what I'm
not.
saying,
No
because
way.
But they can be friends, but then when they're
No,
going
they
to they're going
cannot.
to take a step back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The problem for me is, even if they are platonic and there's nothing there, the fact that they've been intimate together, I would not want
That's
it
like
to
a
be...
different question, though. Could you be friends with a guy and be in a relationship? Then you can't, because it's a little
That
bit...
is a
it's
different
crossover,
question. That is a
yeah.
different
it?
question.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of course it is.
It's like, can you be
Well,
friends with someone? Yeah, if you're single, if
Like,
you're
it's
in a
not me
relationship.
not wanting my missus to be friends with a guy like that.
Yeah, that's right.
No, I agree. I think you can have certain friends.
I wouldn't want my guy to be friends with a girl. He's just trying to shag her.
Yeah, I agree.
Especially
Exactly,
type
I
I
agree.
agree. Yeah, like you.
9 times out of 10.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's true.
Yeah. No, yeah.
People like try and be like,
fine.
no, they can't. It's like, yeah, maybe if you're a fucking virgin or something.
I said that in the pod, didn't I? But the only way my girl's having a boy mate is if he's gay. That's the only way it's happening.
Yeah.
Because they'll probably just want a shagger, or even if they won't want a shagger, they won't say no to a shag.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I mean?
Exactly. It's always my argument. The boy's not really going to say no, especially if the girl's hot.
Yeah, most guys. I mean, there'll be the occasional like asexual.
Yeah.
Then they want to be.
It's
friends.
even more. It sounds so bad, but even more horny if they have got a boyfriend and they put it on you. Like,
God.
Oh, you thought from being the boyfriend to
taboo,
be the
isn't it?
shagger. You've switched over.
it's taboo, isn't
It's
it?
taboo.
It's
Is it
like,
taboo.
Do you use like cheating videos?
Oh, sometimes.
Do you?
yeah, I do
It's a
actually.
bit-
I do like cheating videos.
What
actually.
happens? It's on the internet forever. That's gone out the window.
Yeah, I don't
the
mind that.
cheating bit.
I don't mind that. I don't. I'm not an advocate for cheating. I don't think it's a good thing. But
It's a fantasy.
it's a fantasy. Yeah, the
You
fantasy.
don't want to really shag your stepmom or whatever, do you?
No, absolutely. I haven't got one, but no, yeah, that's never crossed my mind once actually.
Just cheating.
Yeah, you know what?
What
Funny
do
enough,
you
I
guys
actually
do? You like cheating corn?
Nah, that's not a thing. Nah, I don't.
I don't know. I'm gonna search for
Nah,
it.
I don't know.
I'm
That's
not
not my.
search for it, but
Not something I'd watch.
Is there any taboos that you're into that you wouldn't mind sharing?
Like what? What do you mean? Something you mean taboo? Elaborate
Taboos
for
like
me.
a little bit naughty, you shouldn't do it, or it's a little bit frowned upon, maybe.
What I do personally,
No, that you like
Watch.
to watch. Either or. Love your
like-
style. Mix it up.
that I like to watch. No, that's what I mean. Not
What about
really.
what you do personally?
Nah, I'll keep it.
Oh no! Now you don't. Now you don't want to share
Oh
with the
my
internet.
God, this has got to be
I feel
naughty.
like I'm a proper
No,
shoulder.
we're
Stop
good.
talking whenever I'm-
We're
Have
good.
you guys ever have you guys ever slept with one girl together, all of yours?
Pending.
Have you ever had then
Hold on.
Hang on.
This is
Why are
your
we
pod.
getting interviewed? Anyway, no, hang on, why are we
someone's
being
gone
interviewed?
shy?
Why are we getting interviewed?
Getting grilled.
It's nice to go
Innit?
back and forth.
So, yeah,
Give
no,
and take.
She's a
That's
mole.
true.
She's been sent here to ruin the pod.
yeah, that's it. Exactly that.
Expose the Graft Kings. No, we're
Tell
not.
us, Sienna, what's I'll tell you, it is a good, funny question for you, Sienna. What's-
Mason, you're not getting any level on there because your mic's not facing your mouth. Thank you.
I'll try that again, shall I? What's your biggest ick in a guy?
Oh, do you know what it is? You've got to think this is so sad. Ones that get meal deals from the garage. I actually hate it. I was speaking to a guy one time, pray God he doesn't listen to this, and he was like, "Oh, I'm just getting a sandwich, a pepperoni for extra protein and crisps." I was like, "Ugh."
Women have the most maddest.
women
Innit?
have
Do you know what I mean?
I don't know. I was just like,
Why is that an issue?
Guys are
meal.
so
I don't know. I was
chill.
just
Would you
imagining
rather
with this
not
little
eat?
coronation chicken and a pepperoni and cheese on
I
the
can
crisp.
see that,
I was
to
like,
be
oh,
fair.
never.
That's made me hungry. I don't see that now.
I
Yeah,
don't know. I just didn't like it.
that is your biggest ick. Everything on earth, a meal deal from a garage is your
Yeah.
biggest ick.
Yeah.
What about rapper of the day?
Oh. Or like if he likes quavers or what's it or something. I'm just like, or skips. Imagine a guy eating skips.
What's wrong with you? Why is
I
that
don't
an ick?
know, I don't know. It's because I'm so deep in the industry. Like, you get affected by strange things.
What's like the craziest reason then you've stopped speaking to a guy?
What are the meal deal? Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, I
Did
go
you tell him? Did you tell him that?
No,
Did
no,
you
I go back to him every few months for a little chat. I'm thinking, oh, God, I don't know if I can do it.
Really?
Is he
What's
good
your
looking?
biggest icks? Ah, he's gorgeous.
And that put you off.
I'd probably
That's
still shag him, but he
mental.
is far away as well. But I didn't like it. It was a bit of an ick, but we can work around it.
Poor hygiene's my ick.
Yeah.
Oh,
Really
yeah.
can't.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
Yeah, if a
Cheesy
girl.
cock.
Yeah, or just smell, or
Yeah.
there's no excuse for it nowadays.
I love a little cleaner routine, showering, skincare.
Yeah,
toothbrush,
yeah.
Do you know
Together,
what
yeah?
mine is?
Nice.
And
Sorry.
maybe Grace ain't gonna like this one, but it's
Sticking
women
that
that
out.
smoke.
Mm,
Yeah.
Women that smoke, I can't deal with it.
really?
I just
Why?
can't. Sorry, sweetheart.
all looking at our manager in disgust.
that,
That's the Gemini in him.
that and also if they've got like a very deep voice.
Really?
Like, if they,
Carlo.
Go.
us like take me out. I'm like, no, sweetheart, it's not happening.
When does that ever happen to you?
Yeah, like,
Really?
I spoke
What
to
about a
girl,
deep
I was
voice
like,
smoker? Would she have no chance, but she looked gorgeous like Megan Fox or something?
Looks
mean-
just go so far nowadays for me.
I like
to
a
be
girl who's
honest.
got quite
Yeah.
a posh little
But
voice.
would you take a little blowjob? Maybe?
Love it.
Maybe if she's not speaking, then
If you were
yeah.
drunk, yeah.
We
but
were
she-
just like sign language, and then she's gonna do what she
his
needs to. then
penis is in
sweet.
the mouth. There's no way at all.
But then how are we gonna get to that without speaking? I need to build some rapport.
Just a little bit of the eyes.
The eyes, would that
Yeah.
work?
Don't know, just the
Okay.
eyes.
Slightly look.
What's your icks?
I'll flip this table then, just watching that interaction. You know that?
What's your rate?
My icks, probably similar to most of the boys, really. It's just little bits and bits. I tell you what, a girl don't do cool with her day and her evenings, her weekends. Like, girls, what are you doing? Going home and eating a bag of What's-Its. Do you know what I mean?
Like, what's it? Does it tell what I mean?
That's just fucking not a bit of me, bruv. Like, what you got going in your life? I wouldn't like, they're like, oh, no, go work and just go home and just sit and watch from
That's why you
Netflix.
hate small
I
talk.
hate it.
No one has interest in life.
I'm not bothered about you sitting at home doing cool with your life, mate. Do you know what I mean? And on the weekends, what are you doing? Nothing, just sitting indoors, really. You gonna go gym? You gonna go out or anything?
No.
No,
dog
I don't like go gym. Nothing. Don't do that.
That's an ick, innit? When they don't do any
Proper,
form of
bruv.
exercise.
Anything at all.
Just even have a walk. Walk your
Innit?
fucking
No, I don't
sausage
like
dog,
that.
please.
Or I can't go gym by myself. Stuff like that for me is just like if somebody's got no
Unless they've got like
drive
really
and
busy
motivation.
Life, yeah.
We was having this conversation recently. Like us boys are so busy, we're so driven, so motivated. Like I couldn't be with somebody who wasn't also like that, doing her own thing in her own lane, in her own business.
As well.
Us boys love going away, yeah, 100%. So she needs to be because we're busy and I can't give her as much time as majority of females would probably want to have with their man. You need to have, yeah, exactly right. You're 24/7. Most women like you need a girl who is also in her own lane, she's got her own business, her own projects, whatever it is that she's doing. I don't care if she still lives at home, but like she's active, she's busy. So she's like, yep, Mace,
Don't think I'd like a lad that lives at home, actually.
Mace, I ain't got time to see you this weekend, babe. I'm busy. I'll be like, do you know what? Sorry, are we having two conversations here? or
No,
what?
we're not talking. We're just listening.
And I just looked at someone.
Right, thank you.
Carry on.
I've got my train of thought now.
Well, the passive aggressive. Look at that got ya.
Yeah,
Idiot.
right. Well, that happens, Ryan. So yeah, she'd have to also be doing her own thing. So she turns around and says to me sometimes, like, mate, I can't see you this weekend. I'm busy. I'm like, I actually
Would
really
you not
like
get a little
that.
bit of a mood, in a little bit of a mood, like what you fucking doing?
Yeah, but then that's when I'm gonna see her next time. Do you know what I mean? It's built up, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your ick? You look like you got loads.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do I say that?
I don't know. You just seem a bit like
I haven't really got
bit
one.
bougie.
I think like if I was out on a date with someone and they got run over, that would give me the ick.
Very sad, isn't it? I'll never get back.
Do you know what I mean? Just get up. It just embarrassing. me.
If they got like
100%.
clipped by a car or full on mowed
Yeah.
down, what level are we talking of?
Like full on mode down. I'll
Collision.
just be
Where has this conversation
Just get
gone?
up.
Would you call the ambulance or would you just be like,
I'll just
absolutely
be like,
not,
just
hon?
get up, we've got to go, I've got a place to go.
Oh, are you still on the date though?
yeah, I'll get her up. But I'll be like, look, that's giving me the ick, don't do that again.
Yeah.
Don't do that again. Like
in
she
a
meant to
bit.
get run over.
Yeah.
Where the worst thing is you've been at your house and you thought about that, thinking she got run over today. That's gonna give me the ick. I hope she doesn't get
Especially if it's like
run
by a rubbish car. That'd be
It's even
worse,
worse.
wouldn't it? Yeah.
She's got tarmac down her face. It's fucking off.
Talking of dating, do you have any like bad dating stories?
Oh God, do you know what one guy took me to? It was absolutely hideous. You know, London, right? You know those shows where they use like bins as musical instruments on sweeping
Yeah.
brushes? He took me to that. Was he freaking dare?
No, he
It was.
didn't.
I swear down, he did. He was like, it was called Broom or Stomp or something. Stomp maybe. And it was like obviously in Piccadilly Circus ick as well. And it was like just banging away on the dustbin lids with the brooms. It was hideous. It was the worst thing I've ever been. I got so drunk afterwards.
Oh, wow.
I think I might have embarrassed myself and probably given him the ick.
Do
See
you-
two or even.
Do you have like an
Fear that.
expectation to like be taken to the like nicest places? And if you go on
No,
a date,
like I say, I
what's
like
your
to be
ideal
quite
date?
casual of a guy.
Yeah.
I prefer to like Netflix and chill, just go for drinks and get wrecked.
Yeah.
Something like that. So you get to
Same.
know them, and then when you know you're compatible, then you go and do the dates and the fancy dinners and the spending more time together. Like, imagine dropping a fortune on a bird or a guy or whatever.
True.
I'm not dropping on a guy, but
Yeah, very true.
and then you don't even get on with each other. You might as well take it steady.
I got stick for saying this, you know.
Yeah.
I said I tried to suss a girl out before I take her out, right? It was
Yeah, why would
one of
you
the first things I
want to?
said on this pod. And it was if I feel like she wants to take me for a ride and just wants to go to the
Some
nice
girls
place,
do. They just
I
want
won't do it.
Nobu.
Yeah, but I won't do it. But I feel like if she's okay with going somewhere chill, then I'll be more inclined to take her somewhere
I
nicer.
love getting wrecked on a first date.
Yeah.
Opens you up.
I think Stephen
Chat at 2 a.m.
Stephen
Get
Bartlett
emotional.
talks about this. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk over you, but they just say you kind of set yourself up for failure when you like try to do the most on a first date because you kind of have this expectation of going to the most amazing place, the most expensive place. You need to think of an outfit, and then your expectations are here, and when it doesn't hit that, it's like, well,
But is that all the guys
It's-
got to offer too? Just fancy dinners? Has he got no crack?
Yes, people. Hope you're enjoying the pod. Once again, if you wouldn't mind hitting that subscribe button, it would do us the world of good. Let's get back to the pod.
So
So
Right.
true, so true.
yeah, I think some guys.
I think men do that because they're compensating for.
Overcompensating. That's what they say about men in Ferraris and small cocks. And
either
that's actually
that-
happening with a few.
Or I think men see it as a personality trait to have like money now.
Yeah.
Like they feel like they don't need to do much apart from splash a bit of cash.
Sienna, would you say that you are always authentically yourself?
No, sometimes maybe not.
Tell me why.
Do you know, because I've done maybe if I'm with like if it's in a personal guy, yes, but if I was with maybe if I was in a
Like right now.
Perform-
How about right now?
oh yeah, now I am with you guys, but like say if I was doing when I go to XBiz like next month for like the convention, I'll have to like even if I'm in a bit of if I was in a mood right now, I could be a bit moody with you guys,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then I'm gonna have to be like more jovial, a bit more pornographic. But yeah, if I was on a date, like a normal date with a civilian,
Yeah.
then yeah.
What is like the biggest misconception about your industry then, like when it comes to the prep?
That we
when
have
it comes to the whole
STIs
scene?
because we get tested so often.
Really?
Yeah.
How
Well-
often?
Well, you have to have a
Do you want to see if one of us gets tested more than you?
You have to have a 2-week window of use. I bet use. I've been testing ages.
Yeah.
No offense.
Oh, no,
Have
we're all
you?
good.
We're,
Yeah.
we're
Maxed
clean as
out.
How
whistles.
often do you get tested?
Got to
2
be careful here.
Come
I'd say every quarter.
on,
Do you know a fun fact? This I don't mind.
Go
Oh, here we go. I know what he's going to say.
Fun fact.
You've got to in this world. You've got to.
I don't mind being
Yeah,
on
you
it.
do.
You've got
It's
to.
not
It's a flex.
I know what
I've
you're gonna
never, ever had an STI.
Yeah,
Ever.
you've got
Ever.
to.
Same.
So
Ever. That's a flex.
It's quite normal to catch it though. I think 1 in 2 or 3 people
It's
catch
a, it's
it.
a flex. It's a
I've
flex
never
because
done-
I know how many people catch it. That's what it's a flex. Some people are going, well, I've never had it either, but anyway, I'm gonna put myself in it there. Nearly did not. Yeah. Anyway,
Sienna, taking this subject, taking the conversation a little bit differently. I'm interested. Up from the money that you've earned over the years in the industry and what have you, like,
Yeah.
what other ventures do you have? Like, would you say you're quite business orientated outside of the industry? Like, what other interests do you have outside that perhaps people don't know about, even we don't know about yet? Like that
question.
you put your money into, that you're quite.
most of the things I put my
I
money
mean?
into will have been in investments, like with a private, like one of those people that give you kind of
So I
money.
mean, who does that for you? Do you do? Are
Just
you
a guy from Newcastle that I know.
fine? So
Yeah.
that's cool,
Yeah.
cool, cool.
I'd like to get into property, I think, but it's
Yeah,
quite.
nice.
I want to be able to dedicate my time to it
Fine.
because it's so time consuming, this
Yeah.
job, and it's either that or like pay like a property manager.
Okay.
Pay them, not pray them, Jesus.
Yeah. Fine. So what, like, have like your own little, maybe like an Airbnb type empire going
Yeah,
on,
exactly.
things like this.
Yeah, but you need to be able to have the time to dedicate that too. I can't be doing all the content and working full time or also
course.
doing that. So have the money there and put it in things like investments, which look after themselves
Yeah.
and give compound interest, and then you can take it out and put it into something. I don't want to put myself in a position at the minute where I'd have to do too many things that require your physical attention. if
Fine.
that
So
makes
you can't
sense.
you currently trust somebody else to run that. For
Yeah,
you?
yeah. Well, I do a few like different ones. Like I'll do like more like private companies, or then the ones where do you know Hargreaves and
Yeah.
Hansel?
Yeah. Yeah.
Off
Oh,
the
nice.
back of that,
Interesting.
obviously you doing all of this stuff, you're quite a successful woman, right?
Mhm.
So could you date a guy that is not onto that level?
Absolutely not.
You couldn't, right?
Really? So you couldn't date a guy that
they're
less
not-
money than you?
Oh no, not that. But if they weren't ambitious, I like.
Fine.
They would have to earn a certain amount because I'd like to be able to do nice things with him. I'm not expecting him
Fine.
to pay for everything. I'd like as long as I'm not going to say a number actually because it's going to make me sound. It's going to cock.
No, you can say a number. Okay, who
No, I'm cock
cares?
blocking myself. Stop doing that to me. Stop doing it. So he'd have to earn at least a certain amount so we could do nice things.
Needs to be six
Yeah.
figures and above, basically. Let's put it that way.
I was just thinking 5 a month. No, not 5, 4.
$5 grand a
He'd have to-
month.
he'd
That's
have to-
nothing.
he'd
What-
have to-
what's-
That's what I mean. You'd have to
So-
at
so the-
least earn that.
What's
Do you
the
know what I mean?
average? What's the average?
$5 grand
income
after
at the
tax or
moment?
before tax?
To spend.
To spend
That's
after.
that's like in a certain
Oh, okay,
percentage. so
fine.
That's
That's a
difficult
bit
to
more
get
money,
that per
yeah.
month.
But still
I think,
not.
for most.
That's well doable.
Don't you
Yeah.
think?
Not to like date and marry. What did you say? Sorry,
I'm saying
I
that
just trying to
saying
just bounce
5K a
in my head.
month in your pocket is
For the average
But
person.
you can pay your rent out of that as well.
what you
Allow you to pay for your cost of living. Maybe not 5, maybe 4. I could do a 4.
Good job.
I'll 2.5.
Would you agree that the more successful a woman gets, the less her options get?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But then I'm poor at someone. A millionaire will think I'm a peasant.
Yeah, that's
know what
right.
I
There's
mean?
levels to everything,
You're
right?
always poor at someone.
Yeah, that's
Unless you're
right.
You're always
Elon
poo to
Musk.
someone, is that what you said?
Yeah, I was going to say Pio.
Does age bother you, Sienna?
Are you saying poo?
Poor.
Oh, right.
Oh.
I thought you were saying you're always poo to someone.
I like younger guys generally.
Really?
Yeah. 20s, 26 is my golden number.
Oh,
I always
wow.
get attracted to 26-year-olds. But I'll date 20s, 30s. The oldest I'd go would probably be 40.
An ideal type, looks wise?
I'm quite flexible.
We know you
No,
are.
we didn't ask that. Actually, what type?
What about you? So like older or younger?
Younger.
Oh, yeah.
No, don't skip the question.
Yeah, I'm open to all different types of looks.
She's trying not to cock block
Yeah.
herself, mate.
Yeah,
If
innit?
you,
No,
if
no,
you had
like-
to be specific.
Yeah.
Tanned and ripped.
Take.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But I like,
Thank
sometimes I'll have like a varied type. Sometimes I prefer like leaner, looking to be a bit more pale.
Pale.
Yeah.
Oh, pale.
I don't love dad bods, I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
No.
I appreciate that.
No.
Thank you.
Just my type. Doesn't mean I wouldn't get the guy. I've had a good connection with him and he had a dad bod, but like you say, your type, what you'd be most attracted to would
Yeah.
be pecs,
Speaking on
shoulders,
type,
arms, big forearms.
obviously you're in the industry and you've got to have sexual interactions with many men. Does it not bother you that some of them are not attractive?
Do you know what it is? If I'm going to go do a movie with someone and you know they've got a level of respect and like qualifications as such, and what they've done to get to that level, like, you know, Manuel Freires, the Danny D, the Kieran Lees, they're obviously automatically attractive because of their success levels. But
Because of their status, basically.
yeah, because of the status. And sometimes they'll get with a guy in the industry and, you know, it's the first time you've met them. You might not know their credentials as such, but you'll have to try and find something attractive. But we'll know who we're going to work with before we do a scene. So you can have a yes and no list. So I've got a list of guys that I won't want to work with. Maybe they've got a bad reputation. Maybe I don't fancy them. Maybe they've got... I don't like working with guys with tiny penises in porn because you can't see it. It's harder work for you. Yeah. So you know, you want it to make it as easy job as possible.
Yeah.
So the size matter?
I've done a fairly old guy before, but I thought he's got lovely blue eyes. No, do you know what it is? You couldn't be with a guy with like a massive chopper every day of your life. It'd be quite painful.
Oh, really?
That was going to be a question.
Yeah.
Like, obviously...
Everyone loves a big one for like...
Yeah.
You know, I love finding people up on like Instagram like being like size queen, but it's just like persona really. Anything that's like... You can work with whatever, really. And if you get a wand, they can even have quite a medium penis.
Some girls say they prefer like it not being too big because it's more
quite
enjoyable.
a few say that.
Well, like if it's too big, then they can't get into various positions.
Stick it in
and
your
it's just
bum as well. If it's
and
not.
don't you think? I think the bum, fuck's sake. I mean,
Throwing them off.
completely threw me off. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say they say guys with big dicks tend to put in less work because they don't need to. Whereas someone who has maybe an average one or maybe a smaller one, because of that, he's going to.
You don't want the try-hards either. I hate the try-hards. And I hate guys that think they're mint because they love pleasure and women bore off. I love selfish lovers.
They are.
Yeah, I do.
Really?
That's my type as well, selfish lovers.
What do you mean?
Really?
What do you mean? What do you
When
mean?
you don't really care about
I-
pleasing the woman, you're there for yourself.
I prefer a BJ and rim job than pussy licking.
Oh, I'd love a bird like you. This is the because I've always been about giving them everything.
Guys
and then...
love sucking your clit and it's annoying as frig for me.
Why?
I don't like
They don't know
because it's a
how
bit
to,
like
most of them.
you're like, ugh, the suck's too hard. And you're like, jolt is. And you're like, Jesus.
All right, Henry.
Turn that power down, son. It's the laminate, not the carpet, son.
Oh my
Are
god.
you selfish lovers or are you givers?
I used to be.
Yeah, I'm definitely a
I
giver.
like a bit of both.
You got to
know.
give a little bit.
I
but
was a
it's-
massive.
That's a
selfish
turn
lover.
on though. I was having a
but
conversation
some
the other day
guys
about the bird.
give too much. You know what I mean?
A bit if I know she's being pleasured,
It turns me on.
that riles me up.
Yeah.
Someone Instagrammed me the other day, like, I'd love you to sit my face all day. And I thought,
Oh, no,
I
fuck,
wouldn't even
no,
be
no, no,
nice. 24 hours, like
No.
squatting on the face, you'd be aching.
You know,
Yeah,
they-
dead soggy.
You know, they say if you're the one who's dominating, then you're the submissive one.
What?
That's
Yeah, it's like the mindset.
It's an actual fact because they're getting what they want, so they're the one who's actually dominating. Apparently,
Oh,
like,
that's a little twist, isn't it?
So apparently, like if you're doing all the shift, all the working, you're not the dominator. You're the.
Do you like to
submissive
be
one.
the shagger or the
How mad is
shaggy?
I know you don't
Shagger.
agree, but it's, yeah,
Never
the
heard
shagger
that
and the
before.
shaggy.
The shaggy. So do you like a girl to bounce on you?
I
Or
do.
do you like...
I like that as a finishing act.
Quick one.
That's the finishing act. Like that's just gonna. That's,
Nah.
yeah, I'm
done. I'm spent.
Do your bit.
Innit? I'm
Let me
spent.
do my beans. Come on.
Reverse or normal?
Oh,
Normal.
reverse.
my
Depends how good the arse
my,
is.
my d- is I don't care about this thing. It's a bit up. So like
Straight
it-
pop.
yeah, it is. So like if they do reverse, it sometimes hurts because it's
yeah.
literally bending.
Yeah, because it's go that way.
Exactly.
You got
Yeah.
tight foreskin?
I've got I haven't got foreskin. Do you prefer foreskin or no foreskin?
Doesn't matter for me.
Oh,
Sometimes
yo.
it's easier to
My dick is up.
work it.
My dick is up. I know my dick's more up than it should.
Oh, you know.
It's fine. It's
I've had
cool.
all shapes and sizes. Some even curve one way.
What do you prefer?
Whatever, really.
Mine's at
Easy
1
go.
o'clock.
What?
Mine's at 1 o'clock.
Twist.
Oh, see, mine's at 12. Mine's at 12. Looking up at you. Mine's like a rocket, mate. It's trying to go. It's trying to lift off.
Okay, now this
Sundial.
conversation.
What's your favourite positions then if you had to choose?
Oh,
We're talking missionary.
Missionary's a classic.
It's
No
fucking
one
class.
can't
No,
love
no.
missionary.
No, I like missionary, but with their legs over my shoulders.
Yeah, I mean that is missionary now, isn't it? No one even
Is
puts
it?
the legs down.
either.
Is it?
I don't know. Good question, actually. I don't know.
What's the question?
What's missionary? Legs up or down?
Oh, a bit of everything, really. It's nicer when it's like tucked in like a little pretzel.
No,
Yeah,
no, too. It's
pretzel.
lovely when I've had birds fucking wrap their legs around my waist and pull their fucking feet in. Like,
That's
fuck.
fine. Then you ain't getting out.
Yeah, bro.
Fucking love them all, mate.
Yeah.
I want them all.
They want no. They're trying to get a baby in them. That's what they're trying to
Well,
do.
well, yeah.
What about lazy dog?
Let me put a baby in you.
Well, I've had,
Do
well,
you use do you cream pie girls?
Depends.
not.
I need to stop.
Oh, you
yeah,
can't.
this
I
is,
can't
then
see-
if I'm not incriminating myself any
Never
further.
mind.
Have we got some little Graft King juniors out there?
Hopefully
Fucking
not.
hell.
Not that I know
Hopefully
of.
not. Hopefully not.
Some guys, you know these are guys that are proper shaggers when they won't jizz in you because you think, Jesus Christ, you must be proper scared of getting a bird knocked up.
That's what
I mean,
Is that you?
pull out. Fuck off.
it's actually not that easy, you know, to
What?
get someone pregnant.
Oh yes, it.
No, it ain't.
no, I'm telling you, it's not.
I've only
No, it's not.
recently
It's quite
found
hard.
out.
It's actually not, bro.
No, I've only recently found out. From, again, talking to some of my girlmates and that about it.
Have you
They were
shagged
saying they
them?
were like, no, these girls ain't.
Okay.
No, they're just for pals.
Gay.
And they were saying that they was like, mate, you do realise that girls can only get pregnant like for like a week
Of a month,
per
yeah.
month
They've
every
got to
month.
be
And I was like,
ovulating or
what?
something.
When
And
you're
I was like,
ovulating,
yeah,
you're so creative, you're your
Yeah.
best self, you're creative, you're strong, you're happy, you're glowing.
I was
ovulating
learning
like 2
all
days
about
ago.
these cycles. Then I
Yeah.
watched a podcast with Stephen Bartlett on this woman, and she was talking all about
Sienna.
women's cycles. It was phenomenal, mate. Like learning about women's different cycles and like certain days that every woman should know her cycle and she knows how she acts in those types of periods.
Psychotic
And
towards
you
the
should
end.
realise it and shit like that. And so you can only get pregnant in a certain like week or 5 days or whatever the case may be. And I think I learned that like what 2 months ago.
I'm still not
Never
taking
knew
the
that.
risk, mate.
Yeah.
If the
Well,
girl
you
says,
just don't know the girl. If you don't know the girl, then
Yeah,
yeah.
but
But
you
we
know
were saying
girls-
like I don't really think we just do that with just any girl
of course,
anymore.
but
Do you know
girls
what
tell me
I mean?
sometimes
So
they
I know
can
the
feel
girl
it.
I'm
So
sleeping
cream
with.
pie, no
prefer it.
cream pie, no cream pie, pubs of cream pie.
Oh, yeah.
oh no, I'm.
If I
am
I
pro.
sleep with a girl like I'm sleeping with a girl like, I know her now. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Those one night stand things, all right, cool, they still exist. But like I've got like
People like buddies and situationships,
You
don't they?
need to tread carefully. You need to dance close to the fire. But you need to tread carefully.
yeah,
go
but
to the
I
bar,
would say that more of the girls that we tend to sleep with now are like we sleep with for like a duration. Like we
Yeah, yeah,
actually
it's
know
nice,
them.
isn't
Do you know
it?
what I mean? Like we're not just. It's
How
not
does
just
it end? How would you end a situationship then? A girl you're sleeping with, you're having a crease with, you don't want it to go into a relationship. How would you terminate
You
the
set them
contract?
expectations from the beginning, like them
100%.
conversations.
Yeah, but women aren't like
I
that. They're
had.
emotional. They fall in love with you.
Well, that's their fault.
Yeah, well, we again, you set that from
Yeah,
the
but
beginning.
how would you
say-
end it? Would you say, I've had enough now, thank
You
you?
don't say end it. You might
Or
say,
you
I don't know,
ghost.
really.
You
It's a good
ghost them.
question.
They
I
just
suppose it
naturally
depends.
end.
Yeah, sometimes they just naturally end. Like the conversation begins to fizzle.
Yeah.
Like she might suddenly start doing other things. Like, mate, I'm meeting someone now. Like, look, good for you, girl. Like, fair play. Like, no,
Go,
there's
girl.
no hard feelings. Do you know what I mean?
Does anyone ghost here? Do any of you ghost people?
I don't ghost people.
No, I think I've.
I
go
forget to
quiet.
reply sometimes.
Yeah, go quiet.
A
Yeah,
little bit. I think your
I
energy's-
genuinely a terrible replying.
yeah.
You're an accidental ghost. I can ghost sometimes.
But I'll say, I said to a girl very recently. I literally said to a girl, I was like, look, I think you're lovely and everything. We hadn't even slept together at this point. And I was like, I think you're such a lovely girl, but there's
I
just
don't
nothing
think there's
there.
anything wrong with ghosting. Why do you need to have awkward conversations all the
You
time?
don't-
I ghost
you
them.
don't
Like,
I'm
say
just not afraid to say
something.
anything. If they want to come back and then be weird about it, then I just won't reply. But
Let's-
have you
if
ever
they
had
come-
any nutters?
Yeah, you had that recently. I mean, that girl kept blowing up your phone, mate. It was so weird. Do you remember? And you had to block her in the end. She went, I thought you was a gentleman. You give off this vibe that you're a gentleman. And then
I've seen you not a
Oh
gentleman.
my god, bruv.
Do you
Yeah,
remember
yeah,
how
yeah,
nuts
yeah,
she
yeah. What
was?
the f-
This
I've never
girl-
even fucking met this bird.
Never met her.
What? What
Honestly,
happened?
she was.
Oh,
That was in
gossip.
the pub last year, and she was still going on, bruv.
no, this was recently.
So what happened? Set the scene.
You showed me recently. I had to block her. She kept going on.
He's like, which one?
Is that the chat? That's what I sent into the chat.
Yeah, no, you showed me in person. You was like, brother, have you seen this? Look at this. Is she, I don't know how to explain to you who this girl is, but
Where was it on Instagram?
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
yeah.
had to block
What-
her.
Hadn't
what
even met her. Yeah,
happened?
I hadn't even met her. No, but this is. I don't know, mate. This girl been on my case, and then she just got weird about it. I don't know what it was. So I just completely ignored her. Then after that, and just kept messaging, and then she sending me nice messages, stuff like this. I thought, am I being a bit of a? Maybe I am. So then I replied to like a couple of things, just being nice, and then she just sort of used that as an opportunity, and then just go in at me, and I was like, what the fuck are you
What
going
did
on
she
about?
say?
I couldn't even fucking tell
Have
you,
you slept
mate.
with this girl? What's the backstory?
I've never met her.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
that's a bit mad.
I've
That's-
never
yeah, that's
met
a bit
her.
mad, that's a bit mad.
Was she real? She not
Yeah,
catfish?
she's real. Yeah, I know she is. Yeah. Yeah. Just weird. Like,
What
going,
did you do? Just block? Chat shit?
yeah,
get
after that, I
blocked?
was just like, "F- this, yeah,
Shit,
just
get
chat in a bit. Like, proper fucking weird about
People
it.
are mad, aren't they?
People are weird, bruv. People are weird.
Let's be honest though, if you do sleep with someone and it's just sex, naturally your vibe's going to change towards that person anyway. So that kind of
I
is
think
that
you've got to have a nice bit
conversation.
of distance between it, haven't you?
I
Yeah.
haven't
If you
recently,
see
but
them
that was
straight away,
ages
it's
ago
like-
now. But yeah, I know.
Here's a
you mean.
question I always wanted to wonder. It's actually a two-part question.
Ooh.
When you're doing these scenes, is it as horny as it looks?
Sometimes it can be, yeah.
Okay.
If you've got a guy, he's good at his job.
Okay, and then
Yeah.
that leads
And a
to my
girl,
next
girl,
question.
yeah.
How does the man stop himself from bolting too early because he has to complete the scene?
That's part of the job. If you've got a curly, you can't be a porn star. It's as simple
Well,
as that.
I've heard as well.
How do you train yourself? What?
Well, you'd know from how you can last with women. So if you wouldn't.
You got to learn that pull-out
if you
game.
for 5 minutes, you're not going to think, I know, I'm going to go be a porn actor.
No, it's not that.
You
It's
just want
like,
to think, listen, he's like, I can go all day, but 45-minute, get me a scene.
yeah, but like you said earlier, you don't know what cards you're going to be dealt on the day.
No, the
Yeah.
problem. The
Some days I'm like going,
Yeah,
I'm
you
like,
bust,
I'm,
yeah.
I'm the G today, and then some
Yeah.
days I go and go, F me,
you
I'm
couldn't,
not.
you couldn't do it. Nah. You've got to be all the
Oh no, that's
time.
no way. That is not definitely not all the
But
time.
Guys
No.
don't have a problem with jizzing early. It's with getting an erection in front of lights. It's but like us here now. Imagine there's a bloke behind there, another bloke holding the boom, a makeup artist.
That has
in the
got to be
background,
really
a
hard, you
runner,
know.
and you're like,
Pardon the pun.
sometimes the guy's over your shoulder, POV.
Yeah, that's mad.
the-
They're not allowed to
And
take-
I don't know. I might be creasing, bro.
Are they allowed to take like blueies?
Yeah, they can take blueies and
Ah,
some.
see, I heard-
Some men inject. The
I heard they're
penis.
not allowed.
Wait. They inject their penis with what?
Some, I'm not too sure, but in Europe, it's like in Europe for like legal porno, these guys are doing 3 scenes a day, triple anal, some of them. So one triple anal, penis. So your penis is between 2 penises.
Yeah,
Said
mad.
penis a lot there, didn't they? And but they need to keep a solid erection. Imagine doing that 3 times a day. They need to be able to get a rock on.
I'm sorry, but that can't be good for you. But the girl and the guy.
I mean, definitely not. That's why they've become desensitized, and some of them start watching really ropey stuff themselves.
this is what I mean. There's got to be there is no end to it, is there? There's no limit
Yeah,
onto
that's
where
it. So
it
like
goes.
those
do you know what I mean?
guys, generally, they'll end up like maybe wearing themselves out and struggling to get natural erections
Yeah,
because they'll
mad.
have like abused the.
Even with women, like some scenes you see on there, like you seen women get excuse my French, not to be derogatory when I say this, but you see women get trained through, but like 15, 20 blokes. Like that
Same
can't
can
be
happen for
good,
women
right?
as well. I think they can go if you have like too many guys, it's going to create some sort of like. Don't want to say trauma, but like you might think, put you off sex a bit if you're constantly putting yourself in this. I try and do scenes that I know I'm going to enjoy, and then you're not going to kind of be like getting thinking, oh God, I can't be asked to do this. If you're just doing things you're going to like, it's still going to be like a pleasure.
Sure, I understand that. And would you say that you said it earlier that what people watching on isn't necessarily what the expectations are in real life, sort of thing? Would you say that your sex life outside the bedroom is on par with that? Like, are your expectations up here now from the star blokes know how to fuck, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
it's always going to be nicer to have personal sex because there's no cameras. You can have that level of intimacy and foreplay beforehand, and then you can have a good, strong rattle endurance. And you don't have to do it for 20 minutes, and you don't have to go on reverse for like,
yeah,
3
very true.
minutes.
Yeah, I feel you.
What wouldn't
True.
you do then, like when it comes to porn? Obviously, again, you have like a certain.
No pee,
what you-
no poo, no anything like that. Of that.
Sienna, what is one of the maddest requests in your entire industry lifetime experience you've ever had?
Do you know what? They're not like mega dirty. They're more like weird. Like I had this virgin who loved spit and balloons being rubbed on him.
What?
I know, that's like the maddest things. And you'll have heard in that other podcast when I said the guy wanted me to like fake iron my
Like what?
iron. So I got an iron. He was obviously wasn't plugged in. And he's like, I want you to bait with it.
How?
Where would it go?
I wanted to look
Why?
at my what they call fillings. The bleeding changed to white now. I thought I'm not doing that again. I've been traumatized by that. It's like open wide, show us your fillings. I thought, Jesus. Hopping around on one leg, peg leg. Just crazy. One
They're paying you for this.
rib cage Ralph. Shout out to Ralph if you watch it. Likes me to do this and stab myself with a dildo in the belly.
That's
And
ridiculous.
stab me in the stomach. Yeah.
What's that?
Just mad quirks. You don't know what.
Where's this happened? Where have we gone wrong? I'm ready for the asteroid. What's going on?
The rib cage one's quite popular, to be fair, but like the peg leg and the filling one, they're not things you come across often. And the guy that loved balloons on him, but men like balloons. It's
The
weird.
blown up balloons or flat ones?
No, blown up and rubbed. I guess it's the static. So try it.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's
You'll
right.
never do
Yeah, let's try it.
Yeah.
What is the biggest change in the industry though when you started till now?
Before the producers, the directors, like the company owners were in charge. Now, like the performers have took the power back. We can be like, I don't do that. You're underpaying me. I'm gonna take control of my content.
Nice, yeah, good.
And what would you be doing if you wasn't in the adult industry?
Yeah, good question.
I don't know. You know.
What would you
Not
like to do?
sure. I can't answer that because you don't know where you'd be in life, do you? I find
Well,
that a really tough question.
Well, think about it. I'll tell you.
That's
Like,
me
when you were younger, you thought to myself, if not the adult industry, well, I'd love to be doing that. But
Well, I
when you was
fought
younger,
vet when I was like 4, but I definitely wouldn't like to be doing that now. I didn't sticking your hand up a cow's butt and delivering a calf.
was the man's bum instead.
Just a man. That was fast for you.
Not always.
Have you ever had that?
What's that?
Finger up your bum.
No, I've had a
liked
tongue
it.
at the bum, not a finger at the
You've
bum.
never had a finger up your bum?
Nah.
You're a vibe, have you? You've never...
No,
You're
not a
like,
finger.
scrap that.
No, keep that in, Ash. No, not a finger at the bum. No, I haven't.
Is that the mystery man?
Ash
Yeah,
is the
I-
fifth member.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's our editor.
Or it's like, what is it, Top
You
Gear?
met Ash. What are you on about?
Oh, did we, Ash?
Yeah,
Look
my
at that,
God.
Ash.
You filmed all your content in Ibiza.
Yeah, I didn't realise it was that Ash.
Yeah, it's
No,
that
I
Ash.
thought
That's
it was
that.
Ash.
Sorry, there, that Ash.
Oh, so is that how they met him from you?
Yes.
Yeah. That's how the guys met us through him. Maybe a closing question, Sienna. What would you say is the most meaningful lesson that you've learned throughout your career to this point in life, and that you could take that in all aspects?
Okay. Oh God, closing question. Going to take me about 20 minutes to think of this. I'm not sure, you know. I can't answer it. I can't give you a nice philosophical answer to that. I just have nothing.
It don't have to be philosophical.
I've got nothing to offer.
It don't have to be
That's
philosophical. Like
that's
just something
it.
you've looked at and gone, that's taught me a lot.
Do you know what? I'm going to go with your favourite line. It's on the internet forever. That is the main thing I've learned.
So in other words, think about everything you do.
It's sometimes quite hard to find the video. Page 32.
Listen, I'm looking for later.
I've been in the depths of pages before. Like, I
I've
mean,
done.
depths.
Men love a scroll, don't they?
That was the old
You've
me,
got to
though.
find the perfect one to finish, though.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
You have to.
Do you ever? Well,
I open up multiple. I'm like, I'll come back to that
How
one.
long will you?
I'll be back.
How long will it take you though to find it? Do you like open other tabs as well? So you can
Yeah.
have a few, and you're like,
yeah.
Yeah.
Depends.
I used to be a tab demon. Yeah.
yeah, tab demon.
I used to have multiple
Have you
tabs.
got?
Tabs
Has
also.
anyone ever like accidentally just left it on the day before and actually seen it's still on my searches?
And then you're
Yeah.
discussing,
Bit of shame.
and then you're discussing what you watch. You're like, who am I?
No, I've never disgusted. I'm just
You
like,
never
look,
disgusted.
not really.
I
I
am.
must have looked at it for a reason. I wanted it.
I am.
You seem like a very dark individual.
Do you know what? I keep getting that recently. A lot of
That
people,
vibe.
yeah, a lot of people keep telling me that.
Really?
Yeah. Which is fine. I'll let them watch. Huh? Let them watch. Let them watch. No, that's it. I like being a dark individual.
I love dark individuals.
What are you doing after this? Yeah. Good answer. And on that note, guys, I'm going to wrap this up.
Thank you for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Did you enjoy it?
Great fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah?
It's nice to see you all of us sober.
Yeah.
At
This is
5 a.m.
True. This is the first time you've seen us sober, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what was the last
No,
time?
I remember we had dinner and stuff like that. There was a few times.
did.
Yeah.
Well, we were probably still half cut. I
The
imagine,
last time
but-
we saw you properly, was the full
That
day.
bus was wild.
I believe it
wasn't
was the last day.
Which were?
It's ocean.
What, what, what,
It was
Oh my
what
God,
part?
yeah.
After Ocean.
After Ocean. I've put a snippet of that in the vlog.
Jesus. Even on the way there. Now, remember all the palaver when we got off the bus?
Yeah, God, that vibe was bad. You was
What was
coming
all
out, I was
that
like,
about?
God, who's ruined the mood?
That was
we
a
had
good
to, we had
day.
to pick that up
It
real
was
quick.
good.
That was
weird.
such a
Great
good day.
yeah.
It was
That
so
was
good,
sick,
wasn't
though.
it?
I
It
could
was
have. I'm
wild.
glad we didn't clear that food though. That food was so good.
I had one chip, and then that was it.
One chip.
Girls are like that though, aren't they?
Partied. Well, we were mortal by the time you got there. You took an hour, so we were just daiquiri.
Those the what's
Yeah,
it's,
true.
bro.
Yeah, true that. That day
No,
was
what's
mental.
it?
That was a great day. That was a
Let's do it
great
again. Where are you going to next?
Thailand New Year.
Ooh,
Fancy it?
What are you doing?
Yeah.
What are you doing, Ears?
Yeah, I'm gonna come.
Well, under
No,
Literally.
I'm not. Oh, no, no. What are your actual plans for New Year's Eve?
I'm not sure yet.
She doesn't plan that far in March. She's not like us.
Okay, well, we're going to Thailand New Year's Eve.
Are you gonna do full moon?
Of course we are.
Is that a scene?
Yeah.
Yes, we are.
We are doing full moon.
We are
yeah.
doing full moon.
On New Year's Eve. Hadrin Beach, Koh Phangan. If anyone wants to meet us up there, hit us up. But yeah, Sienna, it was great having
It's
you
been a
on.
pleasure.
No.
Thank you very much.
Definitely.
Listen,
Thank you
guys,
very
if
much.
you're new round here, I hope you enjoyed the. I was gonna say vlog then. Hope you enjoyed the pod. Yeah, because I vlog as well. Sorry. Give us like, subscribe.
Leave a comment in the comment section.
And we'll see you in the next. Peace. Peace.